particularly in that it's in DCU, which is an innovation centre in Ireland, and it's achieved fantastic results over a number of years, and it wouldn't be appropriate for me not to acknowledge that here today, President, and I really am delighted about the recent developments in relation to the innovation campus that has been developed in the whole clean tech area, which is something, as you know, I have huge interest in historically. The lineup of speakers you have here today, I'd like to compliment all the gentlemen for coming. I know there's a lady amongst you, which you might want to reflect on, Gary. Promises a most exciting programme, which will no doubt generate much lively discussion and innovative ideas, and hopefully, you never know, we might get some high potential startup businesses from amongst the gallery of people who are here today. I certainly think that that should be the ambition, and I hope this will help motivate people to go in that direction. After all, DCU has shown itself over the years to be a university of enterprise. The Ryan Academy here has nurtured and mentored many startup businesses through its Propeller Venture Accelerator scheme. In this regard, I understand that the majority of students attending here today will be engaged in projects involving, in theory, starting their own business. This, I believe, will entail developing a full business plan that could be launched as a business in September. An excellent and worthwhile project. As a government, we have been prioritising enterprise and employment. It's the number one area. So this is the kind of innovative discussion that we need, and I'm glad to be here for that reason. One thing I want to say quite clearly as a member of the government, as somebody who feels very strongly about this area, governments do not create jobs. We make the provisions for entrepreneurs like yourselves to create those jobs. Therefore, we have placed job creation at the top of the agenda, but the focus has to be on empowering you, the young people, the young entrepreneurs, to feel confident to take on the challenges and find the markets where the services and products are required, and most importantly, to do so from Ireland. We have a number of critical success factors and areas where we are far better than many others. We have great young people coming out of colleges, third level, across a whole load of areas. I think we have a strategy from a governmental area that will work with this generation of entrepreneurs, and we have a very strong relationship with many countries, particularly the United States, for English language speaking, and these are all competitive advantages I think we need to pool together collectively. When you look at Ireland and you look at the whole IT sector, you know, we always see the poster child stories about the fact that we have Facebook and Google, etc., and it's fantastic and it's brilliant. But underneath that, and I consider myself to be, you know, a component of this, underneath that there is a whole family of people who look at the smaller businesses, the innovators, the people who really are driving an economy that need to be embellished, need to be supported, and they will deliver huge success to the Irish economy if they are successful. First, I want to give you a little bit of context on the basis of why I should be commenting on such an area. I'm a bit of an e-business nut, to be frank about it. I suppose if I wasn't in politics, I would be working in IT, and I wouldn't be working in hardware, I wouldn't be working in sales, I'd be working in the online space because that is the area that I have most experience in, and that's the area which I love. I'm 36 and come from a generation where you either get technology and the online space or you don't. When I say that, I don't mean just the web space. I mean understanding the capacity of different IT platforms and how they link into the real world and into the business world. Most of you, a bit younger than me, not hugely younger than me, most of you were socialised with different forms of IT. Every generation this is becoming more and more extensive. I have two kids, two of them under 22 months. You can all go, "Aw." My daughter Ava is 22 months old and uses my iPad every morning. That's when I'm there, because I'm generally not there a lot. And I don't have one piece of fear about the fact that she's using it. She can find her own apps. Old MacDonald has a farm, and that cat that you rub that goes purr, and all of those sort of things. And but the point is that she's been socialised around different forms of IT at a level and an age that it will be all encompassing, and obviously it becomes natural. The IT sector is one of the most entrepreneurial sectors in the Irish economy, with a high rate of successful serial entrepreneurs. It is marked by innovation in solution provision and satisfying customer needs. Creativity is a feature of Irish culture. It can give Ireland a unique IT brand internationally, and this is something absolutely we have to foster. The IT industry typically has low startup costs and little or no barrier to entry, making it a key area for the new Irish economy that will hopefully re-emerge following the traumas we've been through lately. Areas such as web development and design, game and animation have tapped into Ireland's rich tradition of artistic creativity. Ireland has also provided itself a forerunner in e-commerce, with businesses buying and selling more online than any other EU state. That's very important to acknowledge. In my view, the Irish ICT sector needs to form a technology community which is capable of supporting itself and furthering innovation. A strong technology community can assist in drawing in customers from outside and will lead to a more technological society. Such initiatives would have a positive double effect. It would also be used as a platform to make customers and businesses aware of what exactly IT improvements are capable of achieving for them as customers. Awareness of the possibilities of IT would in and of itself drive demand and hopefully open up markets to the ideas that some of the people in this room might have. IT opens Ireland up to the world of areas like gaming. It's a very important area. There are a few Irish companies who are already selling their products and have achieved global penetration. But there is, I believe, untapped potential there. I strongly and firmly believe in this. This is why there is a renewed interest taking place in the maths curriculum in our primary and secondary schools, because sophisticated programming is a vital, important element to growing a good gaming sector. For Ireland to increase its position, it must concentrate on improving the education system to provide better programmers and animators. An AAA studio is probably required to attract the best talent to Ireland by boosting the profile and capacity of the sector to produce high-quality games. It is a fast-paced sector that certainly requires a certain type of dynamism, as you can appreciate. And I hope there's much of it in the room. This sector, though, has a distinct type of entrepreneur who may not be, and I say this in the context, this type of entrepreneur may not necessarily be the greatest business person or able to attract the best support or finance for their product or service. The technical nature of the sector means that many products and services find it difficult to gain support. Difficult for explanation reasons, difficult for support reasons, difficult for advocacy reasons. This means that disruptive innovations are less likely to occur despite the knowledge that is present amongst these people. However, agencies such as Enterprise Ireland need to find new ways of communicating with this sector and making themselves aware of these technologies and about these new innovations. And I think this is where this government is going to take a different approach. It's not about using the old methodologies and old ways of doing things. I remember a number of years ago where there was a number of entrepreneurs from Ireland went over to Silicon Valley. They were called the Irish Paddies. And you know, the normal process was you introduce the entrepreneur to the various different people in Silicon Valley at a kind of a workshop, a kind of a get-together, a business get-together. Everyone had their name badges, etc., etc., and it was the standard process for every type of event, no matter what sector it was. After the first day, the lads just took off their badges and said, hold on now, this isn't the way this works. We're techies. We have a natural gravity and we will know how to relate to people, and we will do things differently. And that needed to occur. And I think it lit a spark in relation to the various different agencies under the government, and to change the way in which they deal with the sector. There is also an issue when it comes to the area of protecting patents. And I dealt with this as an MEP at European level, which is being seriously looked at. Being realistic, the small Irish entrepreneur is possibly in a weak position vis-a-vis major companies when it comes to protecting infringements of their patents. If we can start up enough companies, though, that can be effectively fostered through the scale that we will be developing companies at, we will help the likes of Enterprise Ireland and indeed the rest of the technology community to protect such patents. And there is no reason why these sorts of companies can't go and take on the world. Support can take many forms, whether through microfinancing or loan guarantees, as mentioned in the action plan released by the government. But more importantly, assistance in finding new markets to Irish products, I think, is key. The European Commission planned to create a single digital market in the European Union. Again, I was part of that when I was an MEP. This has to present opportunities for young Irish companies who find new and innovative ways of doing business. Also, there's going to be a range of other funding opportunities, which I'm sure the lads in DCU are well aware of, in the new FP8 programme, which is a follow-on from the funding programme 7, which is concluding at the moment in the whole IT space. And it's a huge programme, and quite frankly, I believe Ireland needs to tap into it more. I would love nothing more than to see the students of this room become the engine of a new Irish economy in the future. It will take time to renew our economy, but when recovery does happen, it will not be the government who will be creating the jobs. It will be the next generation of entrepreneurs who will do so. This event today dovetails with the objectives we have set ourselves as a government, and is a unique chance for you to meet Ireland's best technology entrepreneurs and network with fellow students from across a number of disciplines, and I welcome it and I encourage more of it. And I'm glad the President is here because it shows the importance of the level that DCU are taking this. I hope you share a lot of ideas. I hope you ask the lads a lot of hard questions. I hope you get answers from them. They're not politicians, so they'll probably give you an answer straight. I would encourage you to build new connections. I would encourage you to foster particularly the projects that you're looking at in your programs, in the programs of work that you're doing, because those projects could very well be the projects that can deliver for the future, deliver for yourselves as innovators, and deliver for the economy. I'd like to conclude by wishing you all the very best for the future, and saying that the work that you're doing is invaluable. It is the future for this country. I believe in the innovation that comes from people like yourselves. I believe that it needs to be fostered. I think the conditions from a governmental level have improved to ensure that that fostering takes place. And you are the future economy of this country. Never can we go back to be relying on the old ways. It is you're in your hands that the economy is left, and I predict a bright future based on what I've seen today. Thank you.